This video is sponsored by Microsoft Edge. Massive update for Clair Obscur Expedition 33, guys. We can now, from the flag menu, once you get past Act 3 in the game, limit the max player damage that's being dealt to the value of your absolute preference. This can be accessed after Act 3 and can be toggled from the Expedition flags. You can choose between 100,000 damage or 1 million damage as your damage cap. And not only that, they actually took it a step further because now we can multiply enemy health bars by times of 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, or 100, making even crazier challenge runs possible with our full builds and having whatever restrictions we want, or no restrictions at all. This is amazing because we no longer need a mod in order to do this. Players on PC were able to do this for New Game Plus runs, but now everyone on consoles and PC can do it without installing something like that. But that's not even the tip of the iceberg. We have plenty more to talk about, to the point where I'm both shocked, disappointed, and blown away at some of the changes. Many that I wanted, but didn't think that we would see, and there's also many I did not want at all or feel was needed. There's plenty of good and unfortunately some bad, and a lot of things in his patch notes we don't directly get to see, but it's coming from you guys in the comments giving us updates on our previous videos. So strap in because we have a wild one today. In addition to those changes, our favorite test dummy Simon, the most fun final boss in the game, he actually received a crazy rework. After you defeat him, instead of needing to reload save files in case we want to fight him again or replay the game entirely to unlock him again, we could actually just rematch him at any time now, thanks to this new update, which is pretty awesome to do because he's one of the most fun bosses for us to test out builds on. And we can make some wild battle challenge run videos with this. Talking crazy parry runs, dodge runs, whatever it is you want to do, you can do any of that against Simon. There is a lot to check out with these patch notes, and you might be wondering, Blitz, how are you doing this on the screen? How are you reading these patch notes while you are in the game and not closing it out? Well, that's where our sponsor, Microsoft Edge, makes it smooth to multitask easily. By using Microsoft Edge Game Assist, which you can access by pressing the Windows key and the letter G together, doing this while you're inside Clair Obscur Expedition 33, we can actually access Microsoft Edge Game Assist interface, which is built into the Windows game bar. No installation is required to use it. You guys already have it on your PC. Just press Windows and the G button together and click the Microsoft Edge icon at the top of the screen. Bringing up Microsoft Edge Game Assist and the Windows game bar allows us to use Microsoft Edge in order to browse. This way we can search the latest patch notes for Clair Obscur Expedition 33 and many other things. We can actually seamlessly read the patch notes from here and not close out the game. We've shown you all how to break the game, how to demolish enemies, but if it's your first run in Clair Obscur, nothing compares. If you find yourself stuck, well, that's where Microsoft Edge Game Assist can actually help us out a lot. Game Assist is the first in-game browser built for PC gaming, with a game-aware design that makes it ridiculously easy to stay within the game, while getting you the help that you need. You can absolutely take full advantage of Game Assist if you're ever stuck, whether you're having trouble with any boss or trying to find the best build for your characters in Expedition 33. It can help you find the perfect weapon, pictos, or the guide for the challenge at any time, right when you need it. You got access to walkthroughs, boss guides, and even videos from our own channel, like how to master Gustav, Mael, or your favorite character, all without ever leaving the game or switching tabs. Middle of a fight and you're struggling with a boss, you could actually press the Windows and the G button on your keyboard together to bring up the game bar and click the Edge icon. There's no separate install required either. It's already built in, guys. But I have in the description and pinned in the comments down below a link to show you guys where all the features are for this. So go ahead and click that to get more information. You can see on the screen right now, my profile is actually already signed in. And let's say I want to find the best Mael build. I could actually search it right here and learn how to deal billions of damage without closing out the game and without ever tabbing out. All in real time too. The game stays open, and also if you click back into the game, the tab stays open. You can also move around with your controller, still within the game, without entirely closing the overlay, or you can click the screen or press Windows and G again to minimize the game bar. You can do this mid-combat with 0 interruptions. The browser stays pinned right on the screen and you'll never miss a beat. So whether you're stuck in a game or you need to double check updated information for whatever it is you're playing, Microsoft Edge Game Assist makes it easy to handle everyday tasks like checking your email or accessing your calendar, all from the game bar. Unlock a better way to play with Microsoft Edge Game Assist by checking out our link down below in the description or pinned in our comments so you guys can try out Game Assist today. Microsoft Edge Game Assist is the first in-game browser built for PC gaming, so you can see more features that Microsoft Edge Game Assist has right now. Outside of that, there's some general bug fixes mentioned in the patch notes, fixing things about memory leaks with certain weapons and generally polishing all the collision possibilities, stopping you from falling into the map And what everybody's been wanting, the audio can now be muted or unmuted when the game is running in the background. We no longer need an entire mod for that. But there are some things that are not directly referenced in the patch notes, and I'm kind of disappointed about it. We see there are 297 total changes for bugs, and not all will be mentioned here in this patch notes because it is a lot, and I totally understand that. Unfortunately, my favorite combo was changed due to it being a bug. CL's Chation combo with the move Card Weaver. It no longer works on the initial first hit or first turn of battle, which before, it would give her a max stack of 10 foretell stacks because of Chation being equipped, and this would apply across all enemies, even if they are at 0 foretell cards. If you do read the skill of Card Weaver, it doesn't say it's supposed to apply stacks to all enemies. It says it's supposed to basically spread around already existing foretell stacks that are on one enemy to the others, which obviously this is a bug. It was a really fun way to use her, build up her kit and damage output, especially with hardcore gradient builds that we've been running with her. I'm pretty sad about this, but I totally understand it because it wasn't working as the devs intended. Another change I'm also hearing is the Verso double rewards from his weapon Contorso has been updated, which really is a bug. Basically, whenever Contorso lands a crit, whether it be from a free aim shot or a melee attack or an ability, it fires off a double lightning strike. But players found that this lightning strike, for some reason, counts as killing an enemy 2 times, thus giving us double rewards, which is pretty awesome for Lumina farming and other stuff. We've shown videos about this. I've actually was able to check it out today because some of the comments mentioned that this was changed or fixed, but I was actually able to get the ×10 Lumina and double rewards drop from multiple times for myself. As of today, June 15th, 2025, it's still currently working and has not been updated or changed within the recent patch, so it still works. I personally think this patch is the biggest thing Expedition 33 needed. It might be a little bit too late for most players who already completed the game, but it's a great one to come back to eventually for insane challenge runs for those who do care. Since the end of Act 2, a lot of players found that the balance of the damage gets pretty insane, sometimes one-shotting super bosses. This is going to continue the game's life for those who are just now getting into it and for those who want to come back and do a little bit of experiments. Expedition 33 is one of those games where I feel like no matter what throughout the year, since it's been reviewed so well, it's going to continue to be tried out by many new people. And while the initial experience is amazing, the end game is now finally in a spot where you can control whether you want it to be a breeze or seek out some awesome challenges. You guys check out the link in our description and pinned in the comments so you can learn more about Microsoft Edge Game Assist, and be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Expedition 33 videos are on the way and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ and thanks for watching.